A few weeks ago, I made a video showing you what I was packing to take with me for 2 weeks in Greece. Now, I live in Ireland, and although we are in a heat wave at the moment, hot weather is very unusual for us. So packing for heat is not something I have a lot of practice in. And when it came to the travel capsule, I definitely made a few mistakes. However, there were some pieces that I like to call my hero pieces. So today, I thought that I would take you through those hero pieces and let you know what really worked well, in the hopes that you find some of it useful. I will leave a link to the original video up on the screen, and just to show you what I originally packed. We had an absolutely incredible holiday sailing around the Greek islands for 10 days. Okay, go for it. And then myself and 2 of my friends went to Athens for a few days after that as well. Little did we know that we would meet the most incredible people on this holiday and see some of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. The weather was stunning, the water was beautiful, the views across the ocean were absolutely stunning. Highly, highly recommend going to the Greek islands if you haven't already. It really was an eye-opener. So myself and the 2 friends I was traveling with flew into Santorini, where we met the rest of the group we were going to sail with. And we spent the next 10 days touring around the Cyclades Islands and basically literally going where the wind took us. And the wind really didn't disappoint, because it brought us to some absolutely stunning places like Mykonos, where we went to a winery. It brought us to an amazing little island called Heraklia that we all absolutely adored. It brought us to Naxos, where we saw Apollo's Gate. But the truth is that no matter where we ended up, we always ended up having a great time. It was just that kind of group and that kind of holiday. We booked the sailing part of the holiday with G Adventures, and if you haven't heard of them, I would highly, highly recommend them. They really looked after us for the whole stay, and it was just perfect. So without further ado, I'm going to take you through the pieces that really, really came through for me on this holiday and explain why each one worked so well. The first piece is this linen drawstring pants from And Other Stories, and it is breathable and comfortable, and it was just perfect for a whole range of scenarios. I found that when we were under sail, it really kept my legs warm in a way while still keeping me cool, if that makes sense. Just a really versatile, perfect piece that went with so many of the tops that I brought with me as well. Surprisingly, these heat tech tops, I brought one white and one black, both long sleeved. These heat tech tops were absolutely fantastic, and I'm so glad I brought them. Again, when you're under sail, even though it might be kind of 26, 27 degrees around you, it's obviously a lot colder with the wind. So these were fantastic and really kept me warm while on the boat. They were really handy for the evenings as well, where again, in the islands, not so much in Athens now. I absolutely didn't touch these while I was in Athens. In Athens, it was 34 degrees, so I absolutely didn't need any heat tech tops there. But in the islands, where it was always around the mid-20s, these were extremely handy and really, really useful for the evenings and for sailing as well. Of course, you can never go wrong with a t-shirt, and this cotton t-shirt is from Mango. I really love the v-neck shape, of course. It's very flattering for someone like me who is a bit bigger on top. And then of course underneath I have tank tops. So I brought one of these in white and one in black. They are cropped as well, so again, really, really handy and comfortable to wear no matter what we were getting up to. I wanted to mention this dress because I obviously spoke about it in my original travel capsule video, which I will leave linked in the description box for you as well. And while it's really lovely on, and it is a linen dress, so very cool and breathable, but it is lined on the bottom half, which makes it a lot heavier. And I found that, to be honest with you, in truly hot days, it just wasn't really suitable. It wasn't as light and as breathable as I expected it to be. I ended up only wearing it the once, to be honest with you. You can see in the photo here, we went to this amazing kind of moonscape beach almost. It was really incredible landscape that I'd never seen before. A beautiful dress, but not lightweight enough. Speaking of hero pieces, I could not have gotten through the holiday without this straw bag. It was so incredibly useful. As you can see, it can fit so much, which was so handy when we had to take layers with us to wear in the evening to dinner when it got colder. And you'd never guess that this bag fell into the Aegean Sea. But it did, and it survived. Not just survived, but thrived, actually. I cannot fault this bag. It absolutely did an amazing job and still going strong despite all of its adventures. I couldn't talk about hero pieces without talking about this beautiful scarf. Now, I got this in Thailand years ago, and I did speak about it in one of my previous videos as well. But as you can see, it is the most beautiful oceanic colour, and obviously we were going on a seafaring holiday, so I thought that it would absolutely fit the theme. But it turned out to be really, really practical as well. As of course, as a layer, as a scarf, it's quite big, so it easily, you know, wraps around the shoulders. It keeps you really warm in the evenings, and I also used it as a sarong as well, because, you know, it just can easily, there's loads of it there, so you can easily just tie it around. And yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful scarf, and I'm so glad I brought it with me. So, continuing on the theme of hero pieces, this visor was something I literally bought on a whim before I left for Greece, and it turned out to be a hero piece. I wore it pretty much every day. I found it was much better than a hat because it didn't tend to blow off, and it kept the sun off, obviously, which is really important, especially for someone as pale as me. And overall, yeah, it was just an absolutely fantastic buy, and I'm so glad I brought it with me. Of course, the other benefit to this as well is that it doesn't take up much space in a bag. And as you would have seen in my previous travel capsule video, the bag I brought was really small. If anything, it was too small. Kind of wish I'd brought a bigger bag with me now. But yeah, nevertheless, I brought a tiny bag, and this fit absolutely perfectly, didn't take up any space whatsoever. So absolutely ideal, and I'm definitely going to be bringing this with me on holidays again. The other thing I wanted to talk about were the things I actually bought while I was on holiday. And I did buy one or two things that I was really happy with. So I'm going to start with this one. So this absolutely gorgeous little cropped hoodie that I got in Naxos, as you can see from the design on it. So yeah, I've been looking for a cropped hoodie for a long time, and I actually had one from Everlane pinned for ages, and then I saw this on holiday, and it was just the perfect size, the perfect length. As you can see, it will hit me kind of around my waist, which is exactly where I want a cropped hoodie to hit. And yeah, I mean, I haven't worn it very much because, like I said, heat wave. But I have tried it on with some of my other jeans and things like that, and it just goes with absolutely everything. I'm really happy with this one. Another thing I bought were light flowy dresses, because as I spoke about previously when I showed you the M&S dress, that dress was too heavy and I didn't have any lightweight dresses with me. I actually found it really difficult to find any dresses that I liked the look of before I left for holidays. So what that meant then was that I had to go shopping when I was in Greece. How terrible. So I picked up these two. So they're both just, actually this one's cotton, this one's viscose. And they're just beautiful, lightweight. You can see very breezy. This one is a mini length and this one is longer than a midi length. Of course, both in my color palette. So this one's kind of bluey green, again, that oceanic theme that I love so much. And of course this is white because I love a white dress for the summer. Who doesn't? So yeah, I'm very pleased with these. Like, I'm not sure how much use I'll get out of them in Ireland because they are very, very light. But certainly they are fantastic summer dresses, and very, very comfortable to wear when it's really, really hot outside. And that was another thing I really, really enjoyed about Greece. Actually, there were so many boutiques everywhere. You know, it was really, really easy to find just beautiful things, clothes and jewellery. So yeah, I really enjoyed the shopping there as well. Last but by no means least, I bought a pair of sunglasses while I was in Athens, and I am so, so happy with these. So they are a pair that I've had my eye on for a very long time, and they're the really classic Ray-Ban wear. Oh my god. They are the really classic, stop laughing. They're the really classic Ray-Ban Wayfarers, and I love the kind of slight cat eye shape, but not too much, and so they're not very exaggerated, but I think they're really flattering on most face types really, and I have basically just been wearing them ever since I came back, barely taken them off. They are absolutely fabulous. They give really good sun protection for the eyes. I definitely see the difference between when I wear these and when I wear my other pairs of sunglasses. The sun protection on these is much, much better. And overall, yeah, they're just really, really comfortable. Like I say, they've been a pair I've been wanting to buy for quite a long time. And I'm really happy I got them in Athens because, of course, they kind of act as a souvenir as well. I want to give you guys an update on the Modibodi bikini that I bought as well. So this one is the top, and I have to say I don't recommend the top as highly as I do the briefs. The briefs are absolutely amazing. Lovely design, they're true to size, they fit really well, and of course they do what they say they'll do, which is really important. But the top, you know, this is the matching top for the briefs I got, and this definitely isn't true to size. You know, these run very, very small. I would actually, if you do get them, I would recommend that you go up 2 sizes rather than just 1 as I did. But you can see that, you know, the straps are very thin, which, you know, I don't really like it. It's just not very comfortable in a bikini really. I guess it depends on your preference, but for me, thin straps are absolutely not my preference. So yeah, I don't recommend the top as highly as I would the briefs, but the briefs I would absolutely recommend. They're absolutely fantastic, and yeah, I wouldn't be without them now. So speaking of bikinis then, let's stay on that theme. Oh no, tangling them. So, as I was saying a minute ago, I did go shopping while I was in Greece because, like the dresses, I could not find a full bikini set that I was 100% happy with before I left. So I ended up going shopping again, and I found an amazing shop. And actually, I'm just going to put the owner's Instagram handle here as well. She is incredible. She really knows her stuff. I couldn't recommend her highly enough. She recommended this bikini style to me, and she recommended a different one for my friend. And I have to say, like, 2 completely different styles, but she had an amazing eye, and each of the styles suited us so well. So this is the style I went for. So as you can see, like really thick straps, which I absolutely love. It does have, it's tieable, it's fully kind of customizable, so you can, you know, tie it in various ways. So basically, this works both ways, all right? So you can wear it this way, or you can actually turn it upside down and tie it this way as well. So again, these straps are long enough that you can still tie them in a halter neck design. And of course, these straps then are so long that you can actually bring them around to the front and tie them in the front as well. So just a really nice, versatile design. And the other thing that she was explaining to me, actually hang on, let me just tie it so I can show you. The other thing that the owner explained to me as well is that when you tie it this way upside down, the cups don't fall down, so you can actually untie it then if you're trying to work on your tan, which I never would because my skin doesn't tan, sadly. But for those of you who do tan, this is a really good design. So yeah, you can wear it both ways, and it is absolutely fantastically comfortable, fantastically versatile, and I wore it all the time. And of course the important thing is it didn't fall off even when I jumped in the sea, as you can see here.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
So that's it for the capsule retrospective. I hope you found some of this useful, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!